Alright, welcome to a very good evening now on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Big Tuesday edition. Big one for everybody who has on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing us. I will give you the best in terms of football analysis on the field, off the field, everything that you want in football analysis. And I'm going to the best on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack, a lot to delve into. I was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you should subscribe to the channel. Subscribe quick, and turn on notification. So that anytime your content ever drop, we're first to have it here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Another one, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Fine. Then we can have all the conversation. Then we can have all the conversation. Let's get straight into it. I'll have to give you some transfer update on the transfer market to see what is going on. Of course, Madrid player friend Vinnie Jr, he's preparing for the unveiling of our team, your friend FC Real Madrid, and was started. So posting the pictures. I told you earlier today, Madrid want to say they want a brand new friend Nico Paz back into their team, and they are going to add Angelo Stifler back into the team. A very, very important player, Nico Paz, to do the central creative job for them. MRF said a brand here, your friend of Martin Ibanez Zubimendi, when I so the free club, your friend of Real Sociedad to Arsenal. As it stands now, the deal hasn't been finalized. What we are hearing, and he said Madrid will try to see if Ombetima convince your friend Martin Ibanez Zubimendi. Do not forget, set the Spanish factor and also the Andalusia factor. I mean, people from Andalusia, that side of Spain now. What's his name? Mikel Arteta free on them. William Lopetegui free on them. Ariola Andoni free on them. And also Abrante Una Emery free on them. It's one of the reasons why Abrante your friend Abrante your friend of the Bucks region. Abrante your friend of Mikel Arteta the convince Abrante your friend of Martin Ibanez Zubimendi to join Arsenal. And that is also where Abrante your friend Jabi Alonso is from. He hails from that Andalusia area, that Bucks area, and I won't be shocked. So these boys, either of them have played for either Athletic Club de Bilbao or team your friend of Real Sociedad. So I won't be shocked. Say Madrid for an airplot here plan for Martin Ibanez Zubimendi, maybe it's Jabi Alonso that is telling them, say, Charlie, boy, he's good. He ain't trying to we're ready to. So we can get him to stay or Spain and play for Arsenal, because that stands now, it's not that deal. And Arsenal deal is closed, but the player is waiting to see what Real Madrid will do with their midfield situation. If the club calls him, of course, Martin Ibanez Zubimendi and Tenity at the Aquacoma team of FC Real Madrid. Madrid are bringing back a brand new friend Nico Paz back into their team. One of Madrid's home from the Castilla on his Zidane Juma on a lot of the Madrid coaches now Juma. They know the quality of a brand new friend Nico Paz. By then, a brand new friend Dino Hudson echo Instagram could see a picture of when he was a young Madrista and watch nos vamos a casa. Of course, I know that casa is about home, but maybe he's saying that he's coming to his home or something, and it's a big one. Real Madrid, SC Abrantia friend of Vinnie Jr ever signed a contract extension for 3 years before the Club World Cup. Now they are going to announce it. Vinnie Jr documentary on Netflix. Now Madrid you have to go and watch it. Vinnie tells a beautiful story of himself and all of the things that he has gone through. Of course, the thing about the dancing, racial abuse, and it tells a beautiful story. We said it somehow in Portuguese or Spanish or something like that. But Ballet Vinnie talking about it as a dance junior. Vinnie ever signed a contract extension for team of friend FC Real Madrid. It's a big one. And of course, Kylian Mbappe, the number 10 jersey, our team at your friend FC Real Madrid. Of course, on the part of team of friend of Barcelona, it is about putting things together, sending them prepare, and then they get to win next season. I was explaining this morning, so Drew Barca team you want. Really, it's everything about pride and the fact that the rivalry between almost any team of friends Real Madrid here power, and that's why Barca, regardless of how things go, will make sure that they strengthen and keep their best players, and then next season they won't allow anybody to usurp them. For Madrid, it's about coming back into the fray and then beating Barca again. Can that be done? A big question that we have to ask ourselves if that can be done. Mekacho said Lamine Yamal signing a contract extension, our team my friend in Barcelona, and that's going to make him the most expensive player or the most highly paid player of Barcelona on a better than number 10 jersey. What that means is that Abentia Efreno and Simani Fati deal not to ask Monaco or AS Monaco is going to go through and things are going to go on. I told you the last time, so Wojciech Szczesny has agreed to a better team reference in Barcelona. He won't move away from the club. He wants to be part of the club next season. And that makes it difficult for me to agree or think along the line, say about Juan Garcia or join Barca. I think that if Juan Garcia will join Barca, either of Szczesny or Abentia Efreno Marc-Andre ter Stegen will leave the club. I don't know where the possible suitors are for Abentia Efreno Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Is it in Saudi Arabia or where is it? I don't know. I don't know how things are going to go. Hansi Flick started the week by meeting the youth players who will be doing preseason with the first team and telling them exactly what he wants from them. Szczesny can still be at the club, makes it difficult for a signing of a goalkeeper to arrive as it stands now, and that is why I'm thinking the Juan Garcia is in to believe that Garcia to Barca will happen, though they have not confirmed that it will happen. It's just a belief. In football, news is out a lot of the time. Many things are said, but not all of what is said turns out to be true. I'm very calm, Barca. What I have to decide, I will decide with the people that are close to me. That is what Juan Garcia said in terms of how things are going to go on, respect how things are going on. Very, very important, of course. And then one Laporte arrived your club offices on our bench friend Jorge Mendes and our bench friend Lamine Yamal. And the agenda was simple: Operation extend Lamine Yamal's contract. And Lamine has done exactly that. Why extending the contract on our team, my friend FC Barcelona, of course, Barca for them. Very, very confident. Say Lamine Yamal had the future of FC Barcelona, and they will move on with him for a very, very long time. I mean, we'll see how all of those things pan out in terms of Lamine Yamal, the things that he will do over there, and the quality of play that he gives team my friend in Barcelona. Of course, as it stands now, the extension is going to happen for Abentia Efreno, Lamine Yamal, our team, my friend FC Barcelona. I mean, it is the big one, or the Conference League final. The situation around Chelsea, and I said, as it stands now, the plan is that Omoji says Chelsea club they have done something monumental, but that is not enough. And yet enough crap. What they want to do is that at the end of the day, they want to make sure say almost send a signal to everybody in the world. Say Ampampa, say Chelsea are back there. Then winning the trophy against Real Betis is a big one for them. And everybody knows that Real Betis for your small team and Rana Pablo for now they come and say someone or makes match at Chelsea. Or Madrid and Barcelona for a body there into Chelsea there and said that they can beat Chelsea and they think that they will do it right and make sure somebody wins our match. And Chelsea for now could do Uecl, which is in Poland, and almost started a conversation of trying to win it. And also boys name the number of players that went to Chelsea. 26 players in the core. I think it was Lucas Bergstrom, Philip Jorgensen, Robert Sanchez, Tosin Adrabia, Levi Cole, Trevor Chalobah, all the Abentefen, Jose Champ, all the Malo Gusto, Marco Crea, Rhys James, Eddie Kahoko, and midfielders, Matias Amubu, Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Abentia Efreno, Kenan Drisby Hall, and then of course attack Pedro Neto, Tyreek George, Jadon Sancho, Uecl, Nicholas Jackson, Abentia. I mean, all of the players, and except maybe Romeo Lavia and a couple of other players, Wesley Fofana, Bonanko. But what we are hearing here shows that by this time, what news now said there have been images of Abentia, your friend Mihailo Mudryk or Walker. UEFA regulation states Abentia friend Mihailo Mudryk everything in the medal. That's what UEFA can say. Every Chelsea player be out of ball game in this season can go on the podium and then pick up his medal. So what we are hearing, and they say Abentia, your friend Mihailo Mudryk, he will be able to pick up his medal when Chelsea win, or even though we know the second component, Mihailo Mudryk can get a job done. I know, and it is a very, very clear step. Abentia, your friend Mihailo Mudryk, Akko, Walker, all planning. So it's the medal. Very, very important stuff for him. And he spoke about it, and they spoke about it, and they've had a lot of conversation about it. In fact, beside Enzo Maresca about it, but this is the rule. Mudryk will receive a medal if Chelsea win the Europa Conference League. A star arrives in Poland for the final, having not played in 6 months. It's an important one for Abantia, a friend of Mudryk, and Chelsea for plan. Enzo Maresca has been speaking to the press, and I said it was already a good season for different reasons, and it can become a very good season if we finish top 4 or top 5 and win the final. The first target is there, and hopefully we can achieve the second one. Chelsea players now go back to try and acclimatize with the pitch, and then stand around and see how things will go on. And in their mix, Chelsea, one of them is senior analyst and scout, a friend Joe Schultz, and Joe Schultz has been speaking to the players and trying to get them in mood. And Maresca said the mood is a good one. It's a consequence of the last game, but the final is completely different. It's one game and anything can happen. Mudryk, like I told you earlier, he was spotted in the city center on Tuesday at a steakhouse near the fan park wearing his club gear. And Mail Sport has had it verified that he was indeed in attendance before the European showdown. And that's where Abantia friend Mudryk walk on Mokro. Abantia friend Mudryk Ebitinyaji in the league final, like I mentioned, having not played a game for 6 months. Oh wow, Charlie. I mean, what kind of Charlie? It's crazy. I mean, life literally moved on from Abantia friend Mudryk. It's sad. I just hope saying Mudryk will be able to get to meet his players and talk to them again. It makes a lot of sense. Of course, as it stands now, they want to finish this guy with long balls. Of course, for me, Dilap Mateta have the best holder play in the English Premier League. And one of the things I like about Abantia friend Dilap is because he's not escaping this in the Prem. This is just about holder play. He has one of the best box movement too. He can do this better than probably our current targets. And I've said several times, one of the reasons why I'm a big fan of Liam Delap and the holder play and the box movement, and also the fact that almost every time now you switch one ball long ball, and he will give Chelsea another dimension in terms of build up, in terms of how Chelsea can construct on attacks. Now Chelsea will need it in Abantia, your friend Liam Delap, when it comes in and it gets the job done. We'll see how things will turn out over there for Abantia, your friend Liam Delap. It's an important one. West Ham goalkeeping coach Javi Valero said a Betis Chelsea match is a high-level European final. I'm glad that we all came from that coaching staff. At Betis, I have Manuel, a large part of his coaching staff. Adrian Fornals, I'm fond of Enzo Maresca. I was at Chelsea when we won the Europa League. But I think Manuel needs more European titles. Enzo is just started out. Of course, that's somebody they will support Manuel Pellegrini over them. We'll see how things are going to go in terms of Chelsea for our plan to win it over the Enzo Maresca Echo Instagram. Echo didn't come and say, all that fans now say for the job that they've been able to do in terms of this season, how things are going on. Also, in the near gen. Enzo Maresca pre-match press conference, they can send baby resumes where didn't come on, Levi Cole didn't come on. We'll talk through all of those ones and the plan for Chelsea for what the things that they're going to do. Since Maresca on Chelsea winning the first trophy under the new ownership. So it's important for everyone. You see, the other day how happy they were on the side of the pitch celebrating. It's normal. 2 years here, you invest money and finally reach something important. Enzo Maresca on Chelsea winning the first trophy, and it's good for everyone. No, not just the fans. They have been on our side all season. When we win games, they are happy. When we don't, I'm upset too. It's absolutely not about the fans. Enzo Maresca on the critics will say, it's the moment we drop points. People were talking about us in the wrong way. For me, for them, probably in the right way. It was just a way to defend the players and an outburst after the game. I don't know. I'm saying Jordan Sancho, and then the last game, I don't know. I said in the last 2 weeks, you asked me about different players. I say the same. I have a different, we have a different final. Then in 48 hours, we start to talk about the future. At this moment, no decision is made. Talking about Jadon Sancho. I catch up the last time to Jadon Sancho, the agent and the entourage, a bookie meeting with Joe Schultz, any Abantia friend Enzo Maresca. They've discussed with him. Jadon Sancho's agent wants him to stay. Jadon Sancho wants to stay. Chelsea will assess their options and not make any rash decision. All my mom intentions now are clear. Now they will wait. The another Jadon Sancho agent and the only Jadon Sancho who say Chelsea should get Champions League. When Champions League, the belief is that he can grow with the squad and or experience can grab for the Champions League and can add up to them. And that is what Chelsea fans are hoping with our brand here friend Jadon Sancho. If he's able to stay, I will be shocked if Jadon Sancho stays. But again, I will also not be shocked if Chelsea for an HI and my brand here friend Jadon Sancho. Every club, I'm more concerned about the hand of Mudryk. Not only you say Mudryk Cabana some buy, but he'll be happy if he sees Mudryk. Because every day, no doubt, we have something to prove. What we have done is done. We prove ourselves tomorrow that we can win a title. We play many games in this competition, just one more. And talking about how good his team have been, I think that's true. I think that Chelsea will win the Conference League. I really do think so because in the last 3-4 years, Chelsea have gone through, under the new ownership, Chelsea have gone through really tough times in terms of cup finals, not just one, not just two, semi-finals, any other, where they've not won it and they have been called in. I think that in the game against Nottingham Forest, Chelsea really made a huge statement to let everybody know someone is just some crap. They're a team that can manage games, that can go to very, very dreaded grounds and then pull it out of the bag. And I think that is one of them where, yes, Real Betis is a tough team, Spanish La Liga, they play against Madrid and Barca. Great, it's obviously the best team over here. But again, it's a different game. Manuel Pellegrini, good coach, but I think Enzo Maresca tactically looked like he has the quality and the players to outclass him on the day, and maybe he's going to win that one. When Enzo Maresca overachieving at Chelsea, the message to the players is the same. Every day is a chance to improve and compete for important titles over there. See, Maresca on the players winning first piece of silverware at Chelsea. It has been an important day since they won, because it's the competition we are in. We can't play UCL if we are in conference, but it was most important that we need to try and win. Enzo Maresca was, if we are able to win, it's going to be a good thing. We continue to build a winner's mentality. There is only one way to do this: win games. I think we won many games this season, but it's not enough. Sunday is over. We are happy tomorrow. We need to show again the desire to go in and win. I'm beside about Nicholas Jackson. I say, Nicholas Jackson, I hope so. He's ready. Nico is in doubt with his teammates because in that moment, Newcastle away, for us, the most important game, he left his teammates in 10 players for an hour. And that's when like I said, maybe as stands now. Now you're letting me worried about whether his teammates will still trust him because he lets his teammates down. He lets his people down now. And we left them alone for just 10 hours. For sure, he is in doubt. He is a good guy. He's recognized his mistake, apologized to his teammates. Tomorrow, he will do a very good game for us. We are very certain. I will be happy for the club and fans because Chelsea can be the first club to win all European competitions. Enzo Maresca, probably the most complicated thing this season has been is to convince the players that for us, it is the best competition in the world. The reason why is because it's the competition we are in. We don't care. It was difficult because I needed to convince them we couldn't drop because we could lose points against any team. We need to respect any team we faced. I'm not focused on winning this competition because of my name being in history. Enzo Maresca bizarrely asked again about his wife's feeling about elsewhere the last time out when he played with the players now. And I'll say everybody was happy. That is all. See, she was very happy. I have 4 kids. She was at the stadium with them. We were all happy after the game. That is what Maresca, my wife, Abraham, and the wife, and Yadi said. I mean, winning a match, that's the most important thing on the day. Maresca on siege mentality at Chelsea. I think it's a good feeling that the players react when there are some critics. I think it's a good reaction. The Levy's reaction and my reaction, swearing there was an outburst in the moment. I said, Levy say a lot of people have been saying a lot of shit. The reason why, because in our bad moment during this season, February and March, many people were talking from our point of view, not in the right way. But of course, they are the youngest squad in the history of the Premier League. But at the same time, we are men. I use the critics to tell the players that it is a chance to show we are good enough. And very, very clear. Enzo Maresca said in the game against Nottingham Forest, in the game preparation talk, was not about tactics. According to him, about videos and then comments of Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Sani Man Obocho, and say it is time he shows them say they are men. And now if you know Madrid, like I said, I'm crying, they've let it slide. So no, they should show these critics, some of them I'm crying, they are not men. I mean, but they are not kids. They are very important players, and they should show them who they are. You know, say I use the critics to tell the players that it is a chance to show we are good enough. It was just an outburst. So I feel much better now that we've qualified for the UCL. I said a few times it was a good season for different reasons. It can become better tomorrow. It's one game. Anything can happen. Like playing UCL football, a dream come true for all of our players. The best players deserve to play against the best players, and I've got the best players on my team here. Level on the conference day, we have to go there and give everything. We win on Wednesday. I say Champions League, no, Wednesday first. To win games for the fans is where Chelsea deserve to be. We are just happy to be back there. Cole and Enzo Maresca telling just to fuck off. So people always doubt us. We are used to it. Everything that Gaffer said was completely right. We proved them wrong. That is what Abrante friend Uecl or Eka. I said we didn't know any of the results elsewhere. We came to win. We knew that if we won, we got it. Simple as that. That's what we did. So there is so much more to come. We are amazing players. We know that. We are gaining the experience we need. So Chelsea fans, this isn't the first time we felt as one all season. Every team has their ups and downs, and we understood that. When we have needed them, they have pushed us. We needed that. Every player in the team deserves to be playing the UCL. They have worked hard all season as a team to get the fans here. We have worked hard all season, and I looked at the boys as family. We've worked for each other, and we are over the moon to qualify. So the goal against Nottingham, it felt good, but not real. There was so much time left. I knew we had to stay concentrating to win the game over there. Enzo Maresca spoke about it. Chelsea are planning a potential pre-agreement for Emmanuel Emega to join from Strasbourg next summer. Emega deal here. The plan is that on joining this summer and possibly a next summer, then he will join Chelsea Football Club. Enzo Maresca spoke. So we are all overall has been a very good season. Vinnie James has been speaking. Say we talk about being the best teammate, and everybody showed that. So many people before the season, during the season, had disbelief. They told us we are young, inexperienced, but we're not going to make it. But we are here. So the season has been a long and tough, but we got a job. Now, about the injuries, and so now he's glad. So all of those things are behind him. I said use the criticism to motivate the players. I think there was something about Reese about the injuries, and he spoke about it very, very well. Said, oh, now everything seems to be well for no. It's James, many injury sense, and he's going in to try and get a win or and get things done or But now he's going as Chelsea captain. So leaders are made, not born. I got given the role at such a young age when I was going through a difficult period. I had a lot of injuries, and it was definitely hard in my first season. I've grown so much since taking the role as Chelsea captain. It's very, very clear about results. It's been a few years since we got our hands on the silverware. It would be great for the group to win the Uecl and have some of our squad taste winning silverware for the first time. It goes on. I'll say, reason Betis, they are high class opposition. We will set up strong to win. And I call on winning every European trophy. It could be huge to win every trophy possible in Europe. It will be amazing feeling. We are really excited. With James on fitness, it's definitely the best I've felt. I've played the most this season after 2 years or 3 years. Level on Cobham success at Chelsea. It's something you dream of as a kid in the academy. And for Reggie, Josh, Ty to get the medal would be amazing. That is what the guys are talking about. Of course, we'll see how things are going to go. Of course, guys, we've got to get in here.